Today's Star newspaper has carried a story whereby the DCI who swore the affidavit that implicated Justice Kantai to the murder of our client, my client, Cohen, has said he was duped to sign that affidavit. In the story in the newspaper, a senior police officer, third in rank in the form of the National Police Service Commission, has said that he was called into the office of one George Maingi Kinoti, then the DCI, given a document. He signed that document. Later, he wrote a memo to the Attorney General in 2021. That memo recanting that he never swore that affidavit. Very critical issues arise as the advocates for Cohen. Was Cohen murdered? Yes, every Kenyan knows Cohen was murdered. Were people charged? Yes. 2 people were charged. We went to court demanding for Justice Kantai to be also charged because of the heinous murder that was occasioned on our client, the late Cohen. We filed a petition in court demanding that Cohen was murdered, and the evidence of the DCI, the forensic evidence, linked the judge to that to be at the scene of the offense. In the same affidavit, the DCI places the judge at Parkland Sports Club. In his affidavit, the judge says he was at Parkland Sports Club playing golf. Not any Kenyan, not anybody can say that there is golf at Parkland Sports Club. 2, if an officer of that rank, if it's true, he's saying he has sworn an affidavit, we, as the lawyers for Cohen, are in all matters in the High Court and of Cohen. We are demanding that affidavit so that we have that affidavit that John Gachomo has sworn to the effect that he's recanting his earlier affidavit. It's not there. It is actually hot air because we don't have that affidavit. 2, he says in the story that he told the AG through the Solicitor General 2021. Why is this story now coming when George Kinoti is no longer in office? Why couldn't it come earlier enough? 3rd, there is a floodgate of trying to clean very many criminal cases in court. Is this also an attempt to make sure that the killers of Cohen do not face the law so that the DPP will move to court and stop the prosecution of already those ones who are in court? 4th, what is the net impact on the Kenyan government vis-a-vis the international relationships of other countries? Cohen was a Jew. He was an Israeli. He was also a citizen of Netherlands. What do we tell the whole world? That this country is very unsafe for foreigners and they can be slaughtered and be killed and nobody is held culpable? 4th, the DCI, who has left, is already sued because of a decision by the DPP not to charge Kantai. We have seen a lot of drama going on. So, in summary, that story in the Star is not supported by any affidavit. 2, that story in the Star is a precursor to a gross violation of human rights on top Cohen that is in the making, so that we find out that all the people who killed top Cohen are going to be left off the hook. We demand, and as we say, we demand a response from the acting Inspector General of Police. We know very well, after George Kinoti left office, people were promised to apply to get the jobs of the Director of Criminal Investigation. The officer who has sworn this affidavit applied for the job. Too bad he was not even shortlisted to be among the contestants, the 10 who went for the interview. Is it sour milk? Is it crying too late out of that promise to be the next DCI? Is it a way to tarnish the name of George Kinoti, who was left as a DCI? Third, the evidence in court is that the police, where the DCI falls, does not charge anybody. The police investigate, they give the file to the DPP. It is the DPP who decides to charge. So any allegation that the police or George Kinoti took anybody to court, Justice Murima put it very clearly in his decision on who has the right to charge. Justice Odunga in Machakos made it very clear. Article 157 of the Constitution places the power to charge under the office of the DPP. Any allegation that the matters now being withdrawn are being withdrawn because they were taken to court by the DCI is false. Among the issues is that the DCI recommended the charging of one Justice Kantai. The DPP refused to charge. That tells everybody that it is the office of the DPP, pursuant to Article 157, that has the power to decide to charge. We have seen the new regime. We have seen the new regime fighting to push the role of the police completely out of investigations of any crime. Clearly, this is a political maneuver to clear a judge. Remember, the current regime is in bed with the judiciary. And one of the conditions probably they might have demanded is that clear all our people from any criminal liability. So I read clearly that this is politics. This is a way to make the judiciary subservient to the executive. And where do Kenyans go? Today, I'm in Nyamira Court. Very many hustlers are being jailed here today. Who is going to file an application to withdraw? Who is going to defend the millions of Kenyans who are in prison? Who is going to protect the rights of those small hustlers if the judiciary is not the one that is going to do that? So it's a serious question that if Top Cohen can be killed and people are cleared, then we read a lot of political mischief.
Maybe my last question, Wakil. You are in the record that you have
Analysis are not the ones who have sworn these affidavits, the alleged affidavits. There are more than 11 other affidavits that we have. There are more than 11 other affidavits we have of DCIs in support of this matter. So, this is a very dirty game to ensure that one, Top Cohen does not get justice as it is now. And the other issue we are asking, none of the other media houses have this story. None of the other media houses have any of the affidavits. So, Top Cohen's matter is a serious international question that is going to bring a lot of pressure to the government of Kenya and to the image of the National Police Service Commission. We will pursue to ensure that the killers of Top Cohen are brought to book, and we are not going to cede any ground, whether the Star newspaper is in the process of trying to clean the name of the judge and the name of the alleged killers of Top Cohen. Any questions from the Fourth Estate?